I thought horse training was dead until I made 1.7 billion silver in a single hour. The nerf cut down the spawn rate of tier 7 and tier 8 by half, and people panicked, rightfully so. So I decided to test it myself and see how big the difference is now after the nerf. Tier 8 and tier 7 felt much more rare than before. But even with the lower chances, horse capturing is still really worth it. Because it costs almost nothing, it requires no investment and no expensive gear to start doing it. Now I'm going to show you how you can easily make 1.2 billion silver per hour at least with horse training. But you need to understand the basics. And I already mentioned the basics in my previous guide, so please watch that if you don't understand anything about horse training. Now the first thing we're going to do is place 2 characters or 3 or as many as you want in one of the best spots for horse capturing. This way you can capture as many horses as you want without worrying about horses already being captured in that location or server cooldowns. And also give them a decent horse or a wagon. And make sure they have decent amount of rope and lump of raw sugar. And if your training level is low, equip the trainer clothes. This will help you capture horses better. Now the location I tested the most was Alum Rock Valley, close to the city Asparakan. Now Asparakan have a problem. You need to pay to win for horse slots in order to use the wagon in this location. But if you want to just use your tier 10, that works just fine, you don't have to worry about that. The wagon is for min-maxing, but it will give you the most consistent silver per hour. And if you want to test other locations, here are some. The area around Bloody Monastery is really great. It have a lot of horses, but the problem with it, it's extremely popular. So you're gonna find it very hard to capture horses in this place. Efiria's Valley doesn't really have a lot of horses, only 6 horses, but it's really close to the stable keeper. So if you want to just chill, watch something on the side while capturing horses and not min-max it, this place is perfect for you. And it's also a popular option, so it's gonna be a bit hard to capture horses in this location. Trent Forest is a great option. The problem with it, it's very hard to navigate through the area, especially with a wagon. You want to be in a guild that offers 3 home servers, so you can swap between them without worrying about server cooldowns. Start capturing horses outside your home server first. By the time you rotate back from your home servers, the server cooldown resets, giving you access to a 5th server rotation if needed. Now there are 2 methods to capturing horses. The first one, and is the best one, using a wagon, specifically forest path wagon. With this method, the wagon can take 4 horses, and you yourself can capture a 5th, and this 5th horse will just follow you while you're riding the wagon back to the stable keeper, where you can sell 5 horses at the same time. That means you can do 5 horses each trip, which makes you clear the place faster and earn more than 100 million silver per trip. This method works the best at Asparakan. The problem is, you're going to have to pay to win some horse slots to make it work in this location, because the city doesn't have any horse ranches. Which is a very predatory move from PA, but I mean, what did we expect? Let's be real. The second method is using a tier 9 or a tier 10 horse. Now this method works just fine, you just won't be as fast as with a wagon. And here are the updated quotes for the horses if you want to check them. The link for them and the link for the map will be in the comment section. Tier 6 horses going to be your main income. So either sell them to the Imperial Delivery or to the Stable Keeper. Tier 7 on the other hand, if they are above level 15, sell them to the Imperial Delivery or the Marketplace, but the Marketplace will take a bit longer to sell. So if you want instant cash, sell them to the Imperial Delivery. And if they are below level 15, I recommend leveling them up to level 15, then Imperial sell them. Tier 8 can be easily sold to the Marketplace whether they are above level 15 or below it. But if you are looking for the treasure item, the lamp for the wagon, I recommend either Imperial sell it or breed it, then Imperial sell it. Now you can get up to 60 horses per hour or more, which means even if they are all tier 6, that will be 1.2 billion silver per hour. In order to achieve that, you're gonna need to min-max it with Forest Path Wagon. It might be achievable with a tier 10 horse, but it will be a bit harder than a wagon. Now I was getting around 1.1 and 1.2 per hour doing the wagon method. Now before we start horse capturing, it's better to scout the area first. We scout the area for either a tier 7 or tier 8, we're gonna try to capture them first, then we proceed into capturing the rest of the horses, before we swap the server. There are 13 horses in this location, which means after 5 servers you will have 65 horses captured. And if they all tier 6 horses, that's gonna net you about 1.2 billion if not more. Which is why the wagon method is the best in this location, so you can easily clear up the server and get 5 horses per trip. So every 3 trips you cleared up the whole server. But that doesn't mean the normal tier 10 horse or tier 9 horse method doesn't work. It does, it's just a bit slower. But it allows you to scout the area faster, which means you have a better chance at capturing tier 7 and tier 8 horses before other players captures them. Now if you want to do the wagon method, you're going to have to either buy a wagon from the marketplace or craft it. We have 3 options when it comes to the wagon method. The first wagon is the merchant wagon. You can either buy it from the marketplace or craft it in Altanova at house 5-8. As for the noble wagon, you can either buy it from the marketplace or craft it at the wagon workshop house 4 in Grana. Now the difference between these wagons and the Forest Path wagon is these wagons expire. They have something called lifespan, which if it runs out, the wagon will just simply expire. You can't repair it anymore or restore the stamina. So you're gonna have to either craft a new one or buy a new one. Unlike the other wagons, Forest Path wagon does not expire and you can repair it whenever you want. You can buy it from the marketplace and also craft it. You can craft it at the wagon workshop, house 4 in Grana. Now to craft Forest Path wagon, we're gonna need few items. The first item is first grade wagon horse. We can easily obtain this item from Stonetail Horse Ranch. It only costs 15 million, just buy it from the stable keeper. We need only 4. Next item is sturdy loopy tree plywood. This item sometimes is out of stock in the marketplace, but you can pre-order it or you can craft it yourself, which is very simple. In order to obtain the sturdy version, you need to heat up loopy tree plywood with plywood hardener that you can buy both from the marketplace. Now, if both of them not available on the marketplace, you can simply click F2, then check the crafting notes. and you can search them up there and see how you can obtain them or craft them. The Nock ingot and the soft hide, both of them can be easily bought from the marketplace. Same goes for the indigo lapis lazuli. Lazuli? I don't know, I probably butchered the name. I'm sorry. In order to obtain piece of image, you're going to need something called Mirandora's element. Head to Mirandora's in Grana and take her quest that called Flounder Goose Spirit. Now this is a very simple quest. Just find the egg and take it back to the NPC. It's very simple, it won't take too much time from you. After taking the egg back to the NPC, you need to head back to Mirandora. This will unlock for you an option where you can obtain Mirandora's element through exchange. You can exchange food, any type of meal, whether it's a Calphion meal, Balanos meal, or any meal, for Mirandora's element. You can easily buy these meals from the marketplace, and you can also cook them by yourself if you want. But I recommend buying them from the marketplace because it's the easiest option. You're going to need around 27 Mirandora's element just to craft the wagon. But remember, also the gear for the wagon requires this item. You're also going to need 8,100 trace of nature and 2,700 weed. You can either gather those or buy them from the marketplace. Now in order to start the workshop, you're going to need a worker. So we're gonna hire a worker in Grana. You will have two options. Worker exchange allows you to buy workers from other players. While contact workers allows you to roll your energy for a worker. I recommend getting an artisan Papu worker. Artisan Papus are faster than the Fadus one, so they're gonna craft the items faster. You can also go with a professional worker if you can't find an artisan. After hiring the workers, open your map, click on Grana and find a house called Grana 4. This one will have the wagon workshop. Make sure to buy the funnel upgrade for the wagon workshop, which is level 4. Store your items in Grana storage so your workers can see the materials and work on them while crafting the wagon. And now click on Grana House 4 and then manage production. After that, you're gonna see the wagon name and in the top an arrow. Click on the arrow till you reach Forest Path Wagon. From here we can craft the materials for the wagon. This will take a bit of time, so I recommend starting working on the wagon early on, even if you don't have the full materials, because you have to craft the materials one by one and it will take quite a bit of time. Also make sure to click on change and set the amount of time to the maximum number. This will allow your worker to finish the task till it fully finishes, till you run out of the materials. After it finishes this task, you're gonna have to change it to the next one so it can keep on crafting the wagon materials. And to register the wagon, just simply head to any stable keeper, click on register mount and register your wagon there. The horse training nerf definitely hit it hard. After all the testing I did, my best silver pool was around 1.7 billion. And trying to hit 2 billion silver feels really hard. It's more RNG dependent, but that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. It's a life skill that requires no mastery or gear to make it work. If you are low on loot scroll or you just don't want to grind but still want to make some silver, I highly recommend doing horse capturing. It's really good silver for that. Even though it doesn't really compare with grinding, it's still decent silver. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.